Surprise! Early stream. So yeah, as you might have seen if you follow my Twitter, there was a sneaky update happened, and the save game has become unrecoverable. So we're going to play with the new features, and we are going to see basically just how far we can get in one go, if I can find a remotely decent place to start. This place looks like it's probably okay.
Take a look at your new subjects.
So, let's see how quickly we can try and catch up to where we were before.
Who actually does the research around here?
Priorities, find all the boxes. So we're going to need to wait for Adahy and Elu to do their first bit of house building, so that we get the Book of Love objective.
Nuggets are all unique to one another.
And
although
then
there are some things that are shared between nuggets. These include
genuinely tempted to just try smashing all of these boxes immediately, just to see if we can kind of cheat things forward a bit.
They want to learn, build, discover, and create. It would all be quite inspirational if they also didn't happen to be the species that initially thought their shadows were trying to eat them.
Nom nom, tasty shadows. Actually, I guess that's the wrong way around, but never mind. I think there should be 2 more boxes still. Experimentation and trying to be as thorough as I can has shown that there's usually, if not always, 5 space boxes on the starting world. And then you only get more through UFOs and meteor strikes. So let's just rush through a bunch of stuff here and... Good evening. Yeah, I'm afraid I can't pronounce that. Garuktakip? And good evening, the Soul Collector. We are just trying to find the last space box. Yeah, I know enough Dutch people that I'd guessed it was probably Dutch, but I would not have guessed smoked chicken. Honestly. It still genuinely surprises me a little bit how bad I am at... Oh yeah, absolutely. And fun fact, I really love languages, so I find Dutch an odd one because I keep expecting to be able to read more of it, because it's like, my German is reasonable, my Norwegian is slowly getting there, so I kind of already know, and I used to speak French as well, but that's less directly relevant. So I kind of keep expecting Dutch to be closer to languages that I already know, and it just isn't. I will also warn you now, I have preemptively disabled the explode command, just because I've had issues in the past with people using explode school, and I really do not want that kind of stuff on my channel. So everything else is there, just that one won't be. I am not going to turn on explode. Let's risk it.
Can someone please get that nugget a fresh pair of underwear?
Yeah, fire still exists, so you still get fire.
Counts as research nowadays? Someone just scooped up some mud and decided to paint the first thing that came into their head. Actually, it isn't the worst idea.
Oh, fire is incredibly dangerous. But yeah, like I said, there's some unpleasant consequences to allowing explodes, and I'm not
beginning to feel that
happy with that being
the
there.
wrong address. Do they really think you can solve these problems?
Not you.
Love is in the air.
Oh, yeah. No, you really need trickle effect. Oh, I have no idea how long I've played this game. Way too long. But yeah, I've been playing it since... I think almost since it first... Oh, hi. Welcome, Stream Elements, to the present. You're only 10 minutes late. But yeah, it's... I've been playing it since it came out on Steam, basically, in the early days. And yeah, just generally trying to give feedback and stuff on when they added the Twitch integration. So there was a bunch of us around playing it there. Let's see. If I can find it on my mobile Steam, then I might be able to tell you.
Oh, would you look at that?
Ooh.
A little baby nugget.
There we go.
Aren't they adorable when they're young?
Also, you're getting 30 AP
after all.
A minute.
Soon be old enough to have an opinion and make questionable life decisions. Let's see how much you like them then.
Thank you for the follow, the Soul Collector. So I tell you what, let's actually, for now, I will turn everything back on, although I will make it slightly more expensive, just because we're trying to make up for lost saves. That's interesting. It hasn't... Well, yeah, thank you for the follow as well. I do not know why that's not shown up in the feed. But yeah, I can see it has come through, so thank you. I'm wondering if that's just one of the integrations, like the Stream Elements one, didn't quite work. But no, I greatly appreciate everyone who drops a follow on me, as I'm slowly trying to work my way up to the 50 for the first step of Twitch affiliate. I'm kind of disappointed now that there isn't like a roast chicken icon, or a smoked chicken icon, I guess, but... But anyway, I have turned Explode back on for now, but we will have an agreement that we at least do not do things like Explode School. And yeah, like it would be generally nice if there was just like more option for things like that, but... No, I didn't, but I'm trying I'm not as active as I'd like to be, but I'm involved with a bunch of particularly diversity and inclusion things. And honestly, it's at best really bad taste, I think. Given the prevalence of some truly horrific acts in the world anyway. Hey, there we go. Thank you. Oh, yes. Good point. Apparently, it doesn't warn you anymore.
Choice, creator.
Right. Yeah. I just figured you'd done the unfollow and refollow trick, but hey, at least it got there eventually, right? Also, there we go. Just in case people want to attack me or whatever. Also, this is one thing I do quite like in the new update, is all of the residentials are now bigger. And yes, I am. So yeah, I'm in the Critivo... I'm in the Critivo and the Universim Discords, I think.
This water pump system is rather advanced for such a young civilization. I mean,
did I already set up an engineer's?
Built out of rocks, wood, and a bit of string, but impressive nonetheless.
Well, I managed to set up an engineer's that doesn't actually reach all of the buildings. Yep. So, in fact, it might show up occasionally in my chat here. I can't remember if that's just the Critivo one. Let me see if I can... This one. Am I allowed to make an invite link? Copy.
Oh, I like this research stuff, creator. How about next we
So,
make something dangerous?
That's
and fun?
the link for the Universim Discord. Where is the suggestion? Let me see if I can find it. I think...
Someone just drank from the lake again, creator. They'll never learn.
Cool, I will...
Heal
Let me just...
creator. I can't
heal
bear
everyone.
to watch someone be sick. It makes my insides turn.
There we go.
Out of worry, of course.
Oh, finally, you've built a well. Now you
Let's
don't have
hope
to drink from the
nuggets
lake.
don't overreact to the falling leaves this year.
So I certainly like the Mafia side. I think just from a boring rating, like age ratings side, you might find that particularly the drugs side would reduce the exposure, if you like, of the game. But I will, in general, give that one an upvote. Because that would be pretty cool to see more stuff happen in the wider world of crime. Ooh, building a temple. And we're not researching anything else yet. I'm probably going to want more reservoirs before this is over. Why did I forget to hold shift? One thing that is really nice in recent versions is that they seem to have fixed some of the pathing problems that we had before. So when you used to get to the sort of the end of the game, and things were starting to get quite crowded, all the nuggets would often just stack up on top of each other and it would stop working. They just randomly grow a tree. Some don't, but this one's been going for long enough that I would say I'm cautiously optimistic. So if you check the sort of history of my channel, I've played quite a lot of early access stuff. A lot of Subnautica. And Subnautica at least did get finished, and has become a really good game, I think. Ooh. Hello, me. Wow, I am being called out by my own nugget avatar.
You might be too kind for this world creator.
Honestly,
well, I suppose
can you
it'll
not
give
build
some
your
time to
own
practice
hut?
Your powers, while that nugget lays in a hammock sipping a mojito. So, you've uprooted a tree. Now what?
Well, next is I uproot some rock. Can you uproot a rock? Does that make sense as a concept?
Oh, we're doing this again, are we?
Yep. Fishing. Also, thank you for the food there. That was
Fishing won't exactly
handy
help
thing to
with
have
the
early
smell
on.
around here, but at least it'll offer your nugget some extra sustenance. Did you know that some
That
fish
is the
can be
plan.
eaten raw? However, if it slaps you once or twice across the face, you know it's not quite ready for consumption yet.
Also, this is a really minor thing, but I do like the fact that the prioritise button now does something sensible. And yes, I do. Although I know people all over the place, so I can sometimes end up keeping some strange hours and occasionally coming across like I'm from somewhere else and just moved here, but no, I have always been here, for better or for worse. Not properly, no. Before the lockdown happened, I was travelling a lot with work, and I would kind of transit through the Netherlands, if you like, but I've never actually been to visit. I might do. I know a few people out there, so it might be quite cool to actually get out and meet some of the people I know from things like the Hash Include group and stuff like that. Okay, I might turn off that spam again. Or at least turn down the spam.
Have you invested in a few reservoirs, Creator? If not,
Well,
trying to survive
one.
winter with your pumps frozen solid will probably convince you to.
Oh, and that's one thing that has made this game harder, if you've not picked up this update yet, is the season change now is not just like it's 60 creator points per season. It's that each season has its own cost, so it's like 400 to change from winter to spring.
Did you know that snow isn't white? It's an illusion, a simple trick. Go ahead, take a closer look.
Yeah, I loaded it up earlier once I realised the save was unrecoverable, just to try and find out what was new quickly. And it's like, well, okay, so no more 120 creator points skips all wolf attacks forever. Yeah. Oh, I completely agree. It's much better for the game as a whole. It's just annoying once you've, for so many years, got used to the skip winter, skip winter. Like, no, now I actually just have to let winter happen most of the time. Oh, it's the other engineer. It does help if you don't just randomly click outside the window. Oh, is oxygen better now? Okay, that's definitely a good thing. So if you watch the last series of this I have on stream, there was a lot of it by the end, just like spend all the creator points on making trees. I also like the fact they seem to have really streamlined the tech stuff. Oh wow, they really do give more.
You look a little confused. Don't worry, I expected as much. I know you have questions, but you'll learn everything in time, on your own, without bothering me.
I love the narrator. Like, for me, the narrator for this is on a par with the narrator from Dungeon Keeper. Ooh, thank you. I do like me some storage areas. Although, I kind of want to wait until I can see where the stone areas were again. The eatery. To be fair, I think all the sounds in this game are just solid. Although I dislike how similar the lightning strike and the UFO noises are. I have spent way too much time looking for UFOs when it was just a thunderstorm. I don't think so. It's just a language that I don't know.
Creator? I was thinking about taking up the violin.
So
it'll come in handy when something tragic happens.
Be quiet for a moment, narrator. So for me, it gets a little bit tricky just because, like I say, it's got enough similarities with languages like German and Norwegian that I end up trying to use the sounds from those languages, which means my Dutch comes out really strangely. And then all of my Dutch friends, when I'm trying to actually pronounce Dutch words I've seen, get this sort of combination of I would guess that's... See, my first guess is it would be like, who goes there? Or who went, or like, who was that, maybe? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, I was not expecting the first word
the latest bit of research
to mean that.
Verify its references, check with the ethics committee, and I'm just fooling around. Whatever it does, we're moving forward with it. Spring is chasing the cold away. Now, if only we could also get rid of that smell around your civilization.
I'm guessing that in a literal sense, it's just literally how goes it. So kind of similar to like just the sort of informal V-gates in German, or the Vordengorde in Bokmal. It's not common English, but there are people who will say it. Honestly, a lot of the time I'll say it. And generally only if I know someone quite well. It still tends to, at least for me, be a more informal sort of thing. And if we get really lazy, we get much closer to the German and we just say, how goes?
There are buildings without workers, Creator. That's like ordering a pizza just to stare at it.
I mean, I don't like pizza, so that's more than I'd normally do with a pizza. It's my controversial opinion is I dislike pizza. I think we might need to hunt a mammoth or two for this society. Wow, can I not find any mammoths? Ah, there we go. Good. Mammoths still give a lot of food. Our water reserves are filling up nicely. Or they're filling up at least. So I thought we were running low on researches. Let's just get a few more of them queued up. Come on, you lot. Do something about sorting out your food supplies. Now you've got water. There we go. And the ability to save the game.
The unemployment rate.
So how many have we actually got employed? 3? Yeah. Okay, so there is at least some stone area there. More stone area up here. Okay, good. We've got lightning bolts. What do you want now? Okay.
I hope you find more than just bones, Creator. Every nugget counts.
I do, however, still like the little sneaky cheat that you have there for finding the lost nugget. And apparently I'm getting married. We do at least seem to be making some good progress in this at the moment.
I hope you've been working on your beach body. You're not going to spend another summer just lazing around, are you?
Of course I am. Do I look like the kind of person who goes outside? Actually, to be fair, I do, but, you know. So we are definitely going to start needing more water soon. So this is not the greatest hairstyle.
Here, I thought that building was just a decoration.
Why do they all seem to have ponytails? That one's alright. Now we can sit back and watch as our nuggets try not to destroy themselves. Everything is good. Everyone believes in me. And things are advancing. We can stick the town hall behind the temple. That will be fine. Ah, the Fallout references. Excellent. More wells is always good. It's supposed to be... Okay, that one's still not upgraded yet. But we can probably help with that.
You're looking a little weak, Creator.
I mean, not that weak. We've got like 320 odd creator points still. That should be about 10. And one more. Oh no, okay, that was somebody actually tore the thing down. I thought that managed to just destroy it. No, that's rejuvenate, that's not telekinesis. Rejuvenate the tree! I'm also actually a little bit disappointed that you don't get logging for so long now. It was nice when you could get logging and stone mines quite early and just, like, have an unlimited supply of basic resources forever. But you can't have everything, I guess. Much as it might be nice. And forecast tower, finally. We still haven't finished building the eatery. Do these nuggets not want food? Ah, excellent. More fish. Oh, you can't select the moon. Apparently I can't select any of the stars at the moment either. You just have to wait for it to be night or something. Am I just not allowed to select stars anymore? Where's the fun in that? Okay, so hospital, cemetery, eatery, forecast tower. That's just people building more houses. Warehouses, engineers. Space over here for farms. Then we should be able to fit in a couple of mines around here, I guess. Or possibly over here if we have to. The oil well and whatever needs to be on desert can fit in here. So I think we should be in a good place. Oh, new baby. Believe! Guess we should now be in a place where we can safely load up the temple.
I can't say I'm a fan of nugget delicacies, but it should keep everyone relatively alive and happy. They do seem to brew some interesting beverages, though.
Only relatively alive and happy.
Apologies.
Whoosh! How am I supposed to laugh at silly planet climates if I can't get them to pop up? Or maybe we actually just have to wait for the forecast tower when they've got the ability to see that far. That might be it. Like I'm thinking that was this thunderstorm over here. Which appears to be coming out of thin air. I guess technically that's what they all do, but you know what I mean. More nuggets who need to believe. Or one more nugget anyway. Look, they love me. and I get very few points from sacrificing nuggets. Can you sacrifice animals? These are the questions that I haven't actually ever asked before. See if we can find an animal. That one will do. If not, at least it's 30 food. Ah, you can't. Honestly, almost disappointed by that. So many buildings to build. But we'll get there. Just need the population. Did I make myself a doctor?
If you haven't been building reservoirs, nuggets will have to drink leftover bath water this winter.
You already have a spouse. You already have a spouse. You have a spouse. Anyone who doesn't. Aha, you don't. And you don't.
Winter is here, Creator. I have a great survival tip for you. Now, where did I put it? I'll get back to you.
Let's just marry everybody off. Oh, that's a big residence. It's the town hall. Okay. So that should start helping with the population at least. Yeah, there isn't a... Show me all of the ones who are unmarried. Versus... Don't really care that much about the Ministry of Water. Except to get the upgrade on the other side of it. Ah, I am shamaning. I've decided that's a verb now.
There's been another injury, Creator. I wonder what it is this time.
Oh, but the warehouse is done. Or one of them is. Ta-da! Now we can start storing some things. That one is... Okay, that one's almost done.
It's both a blessing and a curse.
Okay. So we're storing all the things, all the residences are being built at least.
I'm afraid one of your nuggets has passed away.
Oh.
Death can happen so suddenly.
There's the first old
However, the
age-related
death
death.
of one does not necessarily mean the end of everything. It was simply their time to go. Don't blame yourself, Creator. Well, unless you were actually responsible, I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, I wasn't going to blame myself, but, you know. Thanks for the vote of confidence, I guess. It's not like we need these creator points for anything. No more research that matters over there. One more nugget needs to believe. Care about the residential there. I was just trying to change which power we were using. Just because it's winter, I am going to kill any wolf I see. Sort of preemptive defense mechanism. Yeah, you can die as well. Sorry, but I'm not putting up with any attacks. That's unsurprising, given she was presumably the same age as Adahy. Prioritise the town hall. We probably don't need to massively rush on building the fourth warehouse just yet. Cool, that actually works now. At least it works with trees. Let's see if it works with rocks. Yep. That's a definite advantage. That used to just destroy your warehouses for you, which was not a fun thing to have happen. Yeah, it's just the eatery.
Ah, a farm. I see you are finally taking interest in your civilization's need to eat. Guess it's time to take starving to death off the list of anticipated disasters. For now.
And forever, because that isn't going to be the disaster. There's already... we're probably getting to the point where we actually do want another eatery anyway. So let's stick one of those in. Who's the leader at the moment? Soul Collector. Okay.
Now they can finally be useful.
I'm still so glad that the priority system actually kind of works now. Always was really annoying when you just go, prioritise this building, and they would just ignore it. Goodbye, Shushehi. Oh, and now the graveyard is there. That's going to give us the clean up the dead nugget quest.
Yes, please remove the cadaver. The stench grows worse by the minute.
A question.
Your civilization is
Can
a
we
constant
get
source
to the
of
cadaver?
entertainment.
Yes.
This message is quite odd. Beware of the trees. Well, that's obviously nonsense. Not to worry,
There we
I'll
go.
just put that over here in the garbage pile. Here's another message that makes more sense.
Town hall is getting there. This is indeed good news. And yeah, we definitely need these extra water pumps now, because we're kind of maxing out our water supply. Fine, I'm not going to be too worried about that. So this is a question I've never actually asked. If you listen to the noise that, I remind you, Boulder House is made of, how is that actually possible? And when did they invent springs? So has this house got its own like little hedge and everything now? Is that supposed to be like... Oh, no, okay. I thought that was meant to be a primitive cement mixer. I was going to say, that's getting pretty advanced, isn't it? But no. Ah, town hall is happening. So far this feels like a much faster world than the last one we had. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Okay. And now, time to do all of the defensey type bits. I think I might have just built a watchtower where I didn't want one. Oh no, that's okay. You. I want to try and leave enough space for some processing buildings in there. The downside is that this many watchtowers is going to make a lot of nuggets very unhappy. On the other hand, it does pretty much guarantee that we will never have crime. So all we actually need to do now is get material refinement. And then we can start building the refineries that we need to start making parks to get the happiness back. There's Jolt of... yeah, so this is with Jolt of Joy. We're on +1 happiness. And we're on, like, -24 crime.
At this rate, your civilization will be heading to the stars ahead of schedule, Creator. Let's hope it survives long enough.
Masusu! Is that not the name of the gargoyle that Farnsworth makes in that one episode of Futurama? It's actually just... okay, yeah, there isn't like a Let's just drop a quick link in the Universim Discord. Aha, we have a farm.
Like your secretary? Answer your own messages.
We are still on telekinesis. Let's do the quest. Goodbye, Soul Collector. That's more Devil's Lettuce, which we don't really want now. Ah, the delicious sounding bloody diarrhea fruit. Answers my question from the other day, cotton candy is a mountain biome. Crop. Along with, hopefully, dragon egg fruit. Somewhere. Panda brain plum will do. If that is actually supposed to be shaped like a panda's brain. Just the odd questions that come up sometimes when you play this game. More panda brain plum. Oh, healthy Melina. That's one that we need. In general, things are starting to look pretty good along about here. That's Melina again. Manbro fruit we don't need anyway.
It's getting a bit chilly in here.
Ah, there we go.
Winter's coming, creator.
Juicy, juicy acorns. So what's left? Oh, yeah, deadly seed. Oh, crystalline crab apple and dragon egg fruit. So we've got a couple of deserts around us. So can we find a deadly seed? Dragon egg fruit. Now we briefly change our priorities because we desperately need to get the material refinement up and running. Manufacturing is the one I actually wanted there. Like 1 pixel where it fits.
I
There's somebody injured there.
I bet
Be
they've never
healed.
felt so good, nor ever will they again.
Probably not. We are pretty awesome. Crab apples. That's what we were looking for. Is that a grasslands biome? She says, dubiously. Yes. Don't rejuvenate the plants. There we go. That, I think, is everything. So ignoring... Okay, so the crystalline crab apples are really good again. I still think you should be able to rejuvenate ghosts out of existence. Can you pick them up? No. Worth a try, though, right? Oh, the jolt has worn off. No, the refineries are making it even worse. Second farm. Produce herbs, and then whoever's working in the hospitals doesn't have to go finding herbs. We're rapidly reaching the point where we may need to be able to upgrade our water pumps again soon. Also, local businesses will help. That's a proper big residential.
A keen eye and the ability to scream like one's life depends on it are all the job requirements of a watch nugget.
Okay. So, we've got at least one watchtower now. Ideally, I really want the one that reduces the chance of a wild animal attack. Given that whole thing where we're not wanting to be constantly changing seasons anymore, that does seem like the optimal thing to do.
While frozen lakes are fun to skate on, Creator, they also prevent water pumps from working.
There's the last farm. So between those three that are producing crab apples, we should have enough food for a good long while. We've got another hedge now. There's some sort of like head nugget residence or something.
There's a wolf pack knocking on the front door, Creator. Shall I tell them that now isn't a good time?
Go for it, but I don't think they'll listen. So in the meantime, we're just going to try and see the wolves coming. And manually destroy them. Aha! Wolf threat is over. Thankfully. I think we can probably call this election here. And following our general principle of the leader is also the governor, perfect timing. Before the celebration was even over. That's gotta be a UFO, right? Haha. Shocking. Now we just wait for it to turn into a space box. I haven't found any Cthulhu eggs. While we wait for the next sort of like interesting thing to happen, let's see if we can find some Cthulhu eggs. I hope they haven't been removed. That would be a shame. Oh, there. Yeah, there we go. Was that our first autosave as well? Or have I missed one? What was that? They actually use like the little campfires and stuff now. Oh yeah, that's just one of the many, many defense towers. We are going to need more engineers, aren't we? Or maybe only one, actually. Yeah, I think we might have got away with that. Well, get on with building those refineries. I still love this house, though. I swear that was not there before, was it? They are actually adding stuff to their house. Support small businesses, kids. I mean, especially in the current climate where we all kind of need to make sure we do support each other. Water is also starting to become slightly more of an issue. But we are never having crime. Oh, is this actually being built? No. Hoping for a moment. I should know better than to hope. Hope is a dangerous thing. Looks like we have a new friend. Hopefully at some point soon they will be a big enough friend that they can trade with us and give us all the resources we need, like, for cheap.
Your civilization grows stronger with every item you research, creator.
Upgrade all the wells. Though I think those upgrades are the ones that start needing bricks, aren't they? Yeah. Bricks and boards. How greedy. Ooh, we're slipping on the belief a bit. Like, eventually this really becomes not scalable, but certainly early on it's nice to keep everyone believing in me.
Have you
We'll
ever
help you
wondered
out
what
again.
goes on inside those silly little heads of theirs?
No. You introduced them by telling me how they thought their shadows were trying to eat them. I try not to wonder what happens in their heads. Okay, at least those two should be able to get started then. Four. Six. 8.
A nugget needs help, creator. I know agony when I see it.
Welcome back. I'm afraid your nugget died of old age a while ago. But yeah, some progress has happened in the last little while. We're starting to get, like, more advanced resources. And thank you. I live in constant fear of somebody just starting to do, like, windstorm all the time. I still honestly don't know if the protective dome even helps against a windstorm. I didn't think so, but these things need so much stone. Does that let us... Which is the one that lets us start upgrading the wheels? None of those, apparently. Mathematics? No. Ah, geology. That's the one that we need. I should also probably just get my lightning bolts ready. It's the advantage of being the daughter of Zeus, as you get to inherit all his lightning bolt powers. Or at least that's the story I tell myself. How long do UFOs take to disappear? Aha! Okay, as soon as your nugget is an adult, your nugget has to become the governor. Okay, we've actually managed to completely fill up both of those. Okay, we're less desperate for water again. I always like having at least one complete pump spare. Preferably more this early,
I've read over
but...
the new research creator. Impressive stuff for a species that still thinks the planet is flat.
Yeah, planet is definitely not flat. Can confirm. I also still love the concept of the hair saloon instead of the hair salon. Just like you expect, like, cowboys in the Wild West to walk in through the swinging doors and... whiskey and haircut. You really don't want to mix those. You just get hair everywhere. It'd be horrible. Besides the point. Ah, you are an adult. Oh, no, that's not how you do it. This way. You...
That nugget looks remarkably unqualified. But then again, so do you.
Good evening, Viking. Nobody is researching boxes. How dare they? How very dare they? And how are you tonight? or today, or whenever it is for you. No, that was lightning again. Or thunder, I guess, more accurately. With the power of pizza. Yeah, I'm not too bad, thanks. I mean, still suffering a bit from the general isolation, but that's why I have this. Ooh, that looked scarily close to, like, actually doing damage. I don't know if it can, but... As I'm also still a little bit annoyed that the save game that we had from last week disappeared when the game updated itself on Tuesday evening, but, you know, we get bridges now, which it could be interesting to play around with and see how that breaks the game. Is that in range of all of the engineers and things? That's the important question here. I doubt it. And of course they've built on all the stone right where I wanted to have buildings. I might actually end up having to knock down some of their houses at this point. And it'll be their own fault. Curse them. Why did I do it that way and not that way? You'd think I'd have learned by now. In all the hours I've poured into this game. That doesn't give us any upgrades, I don't think. Have they done anything new to their house yet? No. I'm just going to keep, like, randomly spying on this one house, because they keep adding things, and it's cool. There's literally no other reason.
Water sources freezing over, Your nuggets will have to use water from reservoirs. You have been building reservoirs, right?
Actually, we've got loads of water. It's fine. It looked like my internet dropped out there for a second, which would be suspicious. Were they building over here again? Excellent. Actually, just going to set that up a little bit now. It's useful to keep a decent supply of labourers behind. Just for sort of general working. Oh, yeah, you have to actually, like, slam nuggets.
Totally deserved.
Oh. Oh, you dead now. Fine. You're one of us. There we go. All sorted.
That'll come in handy.
Still seems really weird to me to be able to get the glass factory so early now. I'm used to it being like a really late game thing still. everyone is dying. $60. Eep. Okay. So our oxygen actually should be increasing slowly. How did it go down? It should be on like +7. Contraception ban seems like a good one. Need more nuggets. Probably putting a hospital up here as well, I guess, at this point.
I can see how that research could be useful, creator. I'm picturing nuclear waffle irons, or maybe some kind of automated back scratcher. Stop me if I'm wrong.
Nuclear waffle irons sound... They sound like the kind of fantastic idea you'd have while drunk, honestly. Anything new yet? Doesn't look like it. I think that's probably safe to say that enough votes are in that we could call this election by now. Unless some huge channel like suddenly raids me and everyone votes for a different candidate. But hey! Fireworks! Honestly, there just isn't a great option anywhere, really. I mean, that's not the worst.
Are you aware that buildings decay over time? Usually engineer nuggets keep them in shape, but they might be stretched too thin. Consider building more engineers' huts.
Okay, so we want to expand over here, but we're probably going to need bridges to do that. Oh, is that out of range? Yep. Now the question... Okay, yes, I can fit one in. Somehow. So far to get bridges. But yeah, if we can get a bridge and just stick a bridge across here, then we're probably in quite a good place. I think they've been adding more trees at least. Okay, we are definitely on the manually fill the reservoirs thing again. At least for a moment. Also, oh wow, Apparently I'm still really popular despite that whole throwing attacking nuggets into the ground really hard thing that we did just now. Lost the engineers now. Okay, yeah, that should be fine. Okay, we should now be producing a lot more oxygen than we're using. Why is oxygen still going down so fast? Ah, I clicked the wrong button. Okay, that one somehow managed to sneak outside the range of all the engineers as well.
I think the birds are conspiring against you, Creator.
But you know what? Let's forget doing that research. Let's just do that research. All the nuggets should believe I'm real. They should also stop dying. That's probably enough creator points used on that now. Which engineers? Oh, engineers over here. Probably think about more wells, I guess. Probably over here as well.
Take a look at that nugget's face, Creator. What an interesting shade of green. It must be another victim of filthy lake water. Build some more wells.
Crap. Was kind of not wanting that to fall down.
Creator, please build more wells. Nuggets do not use them for relieving themselves, unlike the lake they're currently drinking out of. Ugh.
We know. There should be engineers available for these. And those are also now both full of nuggets, so that's a good thing. Assuming that whoever the engineer is actually going to do something about it. Please prioritise the thing that's falling down, not just...
This water shortage is starting to get a lot of nuggets down, Creator.
Oops.
By that I mean face down in the dirt.
Okay. Bonus engineers. Unless that was... No, that's a well. Okay, good. You are actually doing something useful now. Beloved, my foot. I will trade you for all of your bricks and all of your planks. There we go. If these pumps ever actually get upgraded, we should have enough water again, but... For now, we'll just sort of work around the problem. So yeah, these are producing 20. I can't remember how much this one is going to produce. If it's 40 or 60. If it's 40, we're actually still going to need more wells, I guess. Oh, yeah, no, because it'll double and then add the extra 40, but... Yes, almost there. Be nice if you could also prioritize. Yeah, let's save our resources, cancel that iron mine, because we're building a better one over here. Okay. lots of things being knocked down and rebuilt. Which should be a good sign. Oh, it's all the reservoirs. Are actually being upgraded. Which is not the most useful when we're still not producing enough water to fill them, but...
That'll fix them right up.
You know. Okay.
The pumps have frozen solid, Creator. I hope you have enough reservoirs to sustain your civilization through the winter.
No, we don't. But, you know.
Ah, Nuggets finished another
Okay, now we can go back and start just trying to tidy up some of this old research.
research item, Creator. What does this one do?
Honestly, not. That was a real sudden change of colour. That was quite unpleasant. If they will drink unpurified lake water, they're going to get sick. They'll just have to learn.
A pack of wolves is on the horizon. They have a hankering for some nuggets. Don't let them in.
See, last time they were coming around down there somewhere, weren't they? My experience has been they typically always come from the same place. And there we go. Wolf attack dealt with. Actually, was that one. So at the moment, this is just going to go up to plus 160. So it's still going to be on minus 50-ish. So we need to upgrade 2 more pumps.
Excruciating pain, or they just discovered a crazy new dance. Have a look for yourself, Creator. I'm glad to see you taking such good care of your subjects.
Why are you building a house in the desert? Ooh, research is happening by the looks of it. Oh, it was the upgrades to the eatery. It's in range of at least one engineer. Possibly more than one. Certainly two by the time this one is built, but that's going to be a little while. We're almost through winter. We are going to need to fill up the reservoirs again. The entire city is falling down. Really want to spam upgrade stuff at the moment because I want to try and prioritize upgrading the pumps. I mean, I realise it's a bit late in most cases because I did kind of spam upgrade everything else, but it would be really nice if you could prioritise the upgrades.
Now that winter is over, we should probably perform a head count to see how many nuggets survived.
Not that many. We are starting to get some iron though, so you know, things are starting to get somewhere. And if we can build these two pumps, I'm not going to have to keep refilling all the reservoirs manually. least we're going to have a little bit of time before it gets too difficult again. Our oxygen level is still decreasing. Which is what I assume that count is how much oxygen is left. The quality of it is really good. Yeah. I still feel like the setup we currently have should be actively pushing oxygen back into the air. Don't really care about the Ministry of Agriculture, so we've got the fishing ones there to do, and we've got reinforced shelter, stockpiling, weightlifting still to do. And then we can get electricity and move on to the medieval age, or the Tudor age, I think, is next, isn't it? That's the glass factory, okay. Also want to start looking at getting couriers set up as soon as we can. I think we've got to get electricity first, haven't we? Yes. Okay, Tudor medieval is the same. And we can't build bridges until after we've got the law enforcement, which leads into engineering. So we have a little way still to try and get to bridges tonight. Sounds like UFO time.
Engineers pour their blood, sweat, and tears into the buildings they construct. And now, you're just letting them all collapse.
No, the engineers are. Don't blame me for lazy engineers. So that should be glass and iron, I think. Oh, plastic. That one I think is bad. Oh, it's actually steel beams, not even iron. I just feel extremely exhausted. Something energy drains as they approach the box. That also sounds quite bad, honestly. That still sounds bad. What is a fume that smells like stars? Natural gas? Possibly? Okay, at least now we're not worrying about water anymore. So that's something. Ooh, they actually started upgrading water pumps now as well. Excellent. We're going to have all of the water forever. Plus 164 seems good for now. When in doubt, just trade a food for a food. So yeah, we are definitely going to need to start upgrading the engineers next, I think. Feeling that all the wells are done.
A nugget is reporting an ailment of explosive nature. It has something to do with drinking dirty lake water. Serves him right for not using a well.
I mean, it does, but... Okay, that well appears to be reserved.
For a nugget to decide that drinking
Let's see what that energy drain is then.
Distilled lake water is less trouble than walking all the way to a well, you may want to consider building a few more, creator.
So that energy drain is sapping creator points.
Unlike other water sources, wells do not contain dangerous bacteria and parasites. Your nuggets will surely appreciate having a stable stomach for a change. One of your nuggets has taken ill after drinking from the lake, creator. More will follow. They're not very good at identifying patterns yet. Do them a favor and build some wells.
Okay, so now we've got some more educated engineers who should be able to start repairing these buildings. We hope. Not sure which building he's trying to repair. Oh, this one that didn't actually require any repairs. Obviously. Okay, so after this there's only one more water pump to upgrade. And we'll be up to, what, 480? Ooh, here we go. Hey, 420.
Look at all of those colors. Isn't fall beautiful? Someone should really make a painting before you lead the planet to ruin.
So we do have more than 2 full reservoirs now. Because we've kind of got just a chunk left in that one. But currently on plus 171, but that's going to go up to plus 230-ish shortly. So that should set us up quite nicely for winter from a water perspective. Let's see, stop cluttering up the hospitals. Evening, Pansope. So yeah, I'm afraid that all of your previous AP will have disappeared now due to the loss of saved game issue that we had. But we are trying to recover from that as best we can. It is always appreciated, thank you. But yes, so we have at least picked up the new updates now as well. So there's a lot of stuff like the tech tree has changed. We can in theory build bridges, but we need to get far enough through the research to do that. We are actually making some kind of progress. So the tech tree past sort of this point has started to change a bit. So for example, where you used to get quarries and logging here, with some stuff hanging off them, logging has now moved to be post-electricity. There's now the addition of this corbel arch. So this unlocks the medieval bridge. Which I should probably check. Is that just to say medieval bridge? It's possible there's an earlier type of bridge. But I don't know. But yeah, so there's a bunch of changes like that. One other thing that I'm looking forward to... Oh, this bit's all completely changed. One thing I'm looking forward to is that, if I can find it again, the oxygen generator lock message has changed, which kind of suggests we can actually build them now, which will be interesting. Oh, you have a big heart. Whoops. I was not expecting that to be one of the infections.
Fun fact, creator. Did you know that tiny little gnomes operate water pumps? Sadly, they always go on vacation during winter.
We have a lot of wood. You. Also, unlike last time, I've started off with 2 sets of stone and wood processing. So hopefully we're not going to get quite so stuck on planks and bricks as we did in the last game.
I sincerely hope that your civilization eventually learns how to make a decent cup of coffee.
I think we might have mostly dealt with this infection now.
The planet seems to be feeling particularly windy today.
We know. It'll be fine.
Days since last work-related injury, 0.
Oh, there's another infect. Oh no, you're in a hospital. That's fine. You get back to work. You desperately need health. You also desperately need health. Well, goodbye, Viking. Guessing that's the aftermath of the infection. I can't even work out which way I'm looking anymore.
Creator, just out of curiosity, how good are you at foot rubs?
I've never tried. Also, how are we doing in terms of population? Okay. We still got like 90 odd people not doing specialised work. Let's just scatter a few shelters throughout. Help people out a little bit. Ooh, glass factory is actually being built. I've gotten very confused about which direction I'm looking in again. Also, this is another thing that's changed, is all residentials are now this size. And some of them will start adding things. Like, I think these benches are the latest addition now. I don't think the benches were there before on that one. You see, that one just moved. Oh, and again.
Things are beginning to look green and happy again. Let's take a moment to appreciate it before you do something wrong.
Half our pumps still haven't woken up, but, you know, never mind. I think we're in a safer place now to just upgrade all of the things. Which is going to take a chunk of resources, but in theory set us up a little bit better going forwards. That's that engineer's being upgraded. That sounded like another one being upgraded. Yep. Oh, they got round to building this well as well now. And the oil jack. Excellent. Things are starting to move in the right direction. Good evening, Bad Bart. Okay, we had antiseptics we still wanted to get. And then just because it's there, we might as well finish off that ministry. And then we will be ready to move on and electrify everything. Ah, excellent. You have more resources I care about again. What are you complaining about now? I don't know why sometimes this just doesn't seem to work. It's like, why can I not trade? That's no better, apparently. Okay, that'll do. It was mostly boards we were short of anyway, so... Forget that. Let's just jump straight into electricity. So we don't really bother with ministers very often anyway. We're definitely starting to make some actual progress, which is good news. Anything new here yet? It doesn't look like it. I think none of the other residentials have that same level of flair. Or at least not that I've seen yet. At least we have plenty of wells. And at this point, plenty of engineers as well. But, you know, at least that should stop all the buildings falling down. That's just another bunker. Bunker! Oh, because it's filtering by only the educated nuggets. So that's going to start becoming a problem. No, it's at least a problem we can try and fix with more schools. Aha! Nugula Tesla is on the line.
There are buildings in awful condition around the civilization. Such a pity. This used to be a nice neighborhood.
Oh, they've managed to actually find a nugget for that now. That is indeed good news. So, now we trace down the smoke. Yeah, there's another one over this way somewhere. That's under utilities. I always expect it to be under resource management. The iron mine should be okay again by now. Where is it? Up here. Yeah. Cool. So we've managed to actually get our nuggets to work, basically. And we've invented electricity.
The trees must be undergoing significant stress. They've started to go bald.
start getting some wind turbines in.
I love the idea of electricity. No, wait, I love electrocutions. Close enough.
Basically the same thing. Okay, we are now getting medieval. Or we will be in 20 minutes. Well, they can hold quite a lot of people. The upgraded ones, by the looks of it, now hold 64. It's been a while since I've actually bothered with bunkers. That one as well. So that's not going to be enough to house the entire population, but it should be enough to at least provide some shelter. Yeah. So I'm probably not going to be for too much longer at this point, but I stream every Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, so it's at least not going to be too long before I'm back again anyway. But like I said, a big part of what I wanted to try and do tonight was start catching up on... Oh, yeah. I appreciate the sentiment, especially with the Tudor architecture research. Yeah, I know. You are learning. You're almost halfway to an adult. Apparently, yeah. Apparently, you're going to be a great inventor one day.
Nuggets were unable to find a coat big enough to fit the water pumps. As a result, they've frozen solid. I hope you have water stored somewhere, Creator. I didn't know Nuggets could bend their arms that way, Creator. Oh, wait. All right, someone needs to get that one to the hospital.
Thank you. Well, that did not take them long to start upgrading. Oh, also, you can actually just put other stuff after the invent, and Twitch sees it as a different message, and the game only sees #invent.
Another tasty morsel of research fresh out of the oven. The sweet aroma of learning.
Oh, this is just annoying. There isn't quite enough space to fit this in anywhere.
I would call it a winter wonderland, but we both know it's quite far from it.
Yep, I will get there in a second. So it's basically a way to turn labourers into dedicated delivery people. So ideally, you kind of want them around the warehouses.
Wolves are hungry, creator, and you're... Nuggets are apparently a tasty-looking meal.
Okay, it's the lumber camp
Be careful
we have
with
now.
how much research you're feeding into your civilization, creator. They might soon become smarter than you.
Right. I'm just going to see if we can find out where the wolves are attacking from first. If indeed they are. Ah. Was it really just one? Oh, does lightning work? Okay. No, apparently there were some more that I just didn't see. And where's the logging camp? Lumber camp. There we go. For now, yes. So what we want to do is actually try and catch up in terms of construction for a little bit before we move on and look to build the rehab centre. What I do also need to do is make sure they don't auto-research. And I guess we could go back and pick up these last ministries at last. I never do the prison, I always do Order of Peace, or Science of Peace even. I generally prefer the more humane option. Yeah, we're gonna need to start getting these power generators up. As just the entire world suddenly converts into Tudor housing. Also, yes, thank you for those ministries, Pensope. Wait, we're out of water somehow? How did that happen? I like the sort of raised flooring on that one. And that one's got like a little balcony veranda area. I seem to spend a lot of time just looking at the aesthetics of the buildings. Okay, the pumps are starting up again. Phew. Also, how do they get like a proper full garden area? I mean, it's, yeah, basically over for me now. I just need to start winding down and get ready to pick up the stream again tomorrow. I'm also thinking I might start playing Cluster Truck on stream as well. Which is another sort of Twitch integration game, but it's a much more sort of light game than this. Let me see if I can drop you a link quickly. So it's basically this really silly, just light-hearted platform game, where the idea is, it's almost like the floor is lava. If you touch the floor, you die. So you have to make it from the start to the goal by jumping along the top of these trucks. It's really silly. But it's just kind of a... Yeah, it's just kind of a fun, sort of light-hearted thing, really. Oh, really? I actually found it from the Canadians, so...
The universe is infinite, creator, much like the stupidity of mortals.
Yeah, I know we're not researching anything. But no, loading ready run in general were quite influential to me for a number of years. And it was actually watching one of their streams a while ago that I saw them playing Cluster Truck, and it was just like, that looks like a lot of fun. And then Twitch were giving it away free a while ago, so it's kind of like, sure, I will get it. And then I discovered it's also got a very active speedrunning community. Yeah, okay. I am definitely going to have to stop the stream soon because I'm starting to lose my voice after like 3.5 hours of talking. I'm going to at least wait until we're starting to generate enough electricity for all our Tudor houses. Ooh. How crooked is that chimney? Like, is this not just a fire hazard? The... Oh, I see. That's if there isn't a family living in it. That is...
The new windmill is ready, creator.
That's a
Give
really
it a
nice
spin.
touch. Well, thank you for hanging out, and yeah, thank you for the follow from earlier. And so it's typically it starts at 7 p.m. UK time, so it would be 8 p.m. for you. I might start a little bit early again, but 7 p.m. is guaranteed. Yeah. I already know why we're not researching anything. Yeah, thank you for hanging around. And yeah, I will see you again tomorrow, hopefully. Bye for now. I mean, that's just starting to sound a little bit creepy, but fortunately, I don't mind. Within reason, anyway. Let's at least try and get to the research where we can get the bridges. That seems like a good target, I think. While we just wait for these wind turbines to be built. Thank you for that one. We can also, I guess... I selected the wrong one, didn't I? Why did I think... Yeah, never mind. I got those the wrong way round. Guess we're building prisons now. That's not the plan, but... Okay, if we're going to get some creator points, then...
A nugget is in great pain, creator. I don't know how they keep doing this to themselves.
Let's use up a bunch of creator points just to be prepared. Whoops. I think I accidentally tried to pick that one up rather than heal them. Yeah, that's a really good way to use a lot of creator points. Okay, that also doesn't give as many creator points as it used to. It used to give like 500. Also, is it just me, or does "no one will get to taste the devil's lettuce" sound like a horrendous euphemism? Yeah. We're now getting to the point where, like, an entire generation is reaching their lifespan and dying. Well, they haven't upgraded the Evo Tower yet. Ah. Finally getting our second wind turbine. Also, just so I know, where is Bridge? There. That's not the button I meant to press. That's the button I meant to press. So now if the wind actually picks up at all, we should start to be producing enough power. Nope. Oh, we need more wind. But not too much wind. Has wind, please? A little bit more wind? I think this is about the least amount of wind that there could actually be and still be wind. There we go. Yeah, and now there's too much wind. Damn it. That's not a very interesting box. Honestly, I just keep dying. Oh, it needs cement. Okay, I guess we do have the ability to make a cement factory. Actually, did we not already... Yeah. Okay. That is still not a bad achievement for the evening. So we've got far enough that everyone's now living in Tudor houses, and we've at least prepared to start construction on our first bridge. So what I can now do is go find the archive, which has still not been upgraded, comically.
One for the history books.
Have us a quick save. And I will call it there for tonight. So thank you as always for joining me. And I will hope to catch you all again tomorrow for the continuation. And until then, have a good one, stay safe, and see you next time.